Guys, I wanted to just talk about something really simple today. It's just, whatever comes to my mind because of what I'm experiencing, or maybe it's a client of mine that's experiencing something. I just feel like it's what I should talk about. So whatever falls on my heart and in my mind is what I talk about on Motivation Mondays, and hopefully it reaches some of you that need to hear it as well. Do you ever get into this mode of like, oh my gosh, I just am dreading doing something, or I'm dreading this situation? It could be anything. There's one of my pups behind me. Whatever it is, but in your mind, you just have made up that you don't enjoy it, you don't like it. And so now you move forward with this dreadful feeling, which, by the way, is not motivational, which is why I'm talking about this in Motivation Monday. I have a lot of beautiful sunlight coming in my home, and I have windows everywhere, including above me. So I apologize. I look a little bit like I'm in a halo today. I kept moving positions, and this was like the least sunny spot. I am not going to complain about that here in North Idaho in the winter. So why I wanted to bring this up is it's interesting what our mind does. There's a past situation where you had to do this thing or experience this situation and you didn't enjoy it. And so now it's just like, okay, I have to do it, but I just dread it. And I'm thinking about how much I dread it the entire time until I have to do it. And then you do it and it's like, okay, yeah, it's maybe not something I love to do, but it really isn't that bad. Our mind was making it so much worse than it is. And it's very, very, demotivational. It's not like we're excited to get forward and moving into that direction. Usually it's something we have to do for whatever reason. And that's the reason our mind is kind of getting us worked up about it. I mean, obviously, if it was something we didn't want to do and we didn't have to do it, we probably just wouldn't. And so I just thought it was interesting though, because it's all about the mindset. It's the reality is, if you tell yourself that you dread it and you're not going to like it this time, just like last time, and it's going to create problems, or it's going to make something this way or that way, or there's going to be some emotion attached to it, then of course that's what it's going to be. And we're going to dread it all the way up to it. But it literally is as simple, you guys. And I'm sure you know this, but our mind already starts these patterns of thoughts and feelings start in our bodies. And it's like, we don't even really consciously know what we're doing. But if we thought about it and we just said, you know what, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm going to work through it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be over before you know it. And I'm not going to fret about it or dread it. It just is what it is. And I'm going to move forward and get it done. We would feel a lot different about it. We would have a lot more positive motivation towards it. We also would reduce a lot of our own suffering, which, our mind likes to create for us. It's just simply switching that dialogue we have in our mind, and even what we say out loud to other people about it. I catch myself every once in a while about something doing that. And it's like, why am I even saying that? So it's all about training the brain, reminding yourself that if you hear yourself internally or externally saying these things, that you need to switch it right away, because how you think about it makes you feel a certain way that makes a different result. And we don't want to perpetuate that we dread something or it's going to be this unpleasant situation, because oftentimes if we decide it's not going to be, it actually isn't. And we can have a lot more joy in all the moments in our life, even the ones that sometimes aren't perfect or exactly what we want to do. And so if this is a reminder for me as much as it is for all of you, I hope that provides a little motivation for you. If there's something that you have to move towards, that you have to do, that you are feeling this way about, hopefully it speaks to you. And just a quick switch, moving into this conscious thought pattern, and just reframing how you talk about it to yourself and outward, and then how you feel about it can make all the difference in the experience itself, but everything that leads up to it. Why do we need to make ourselves stressed out or miserable about something that isn't even a big deal days, weeks before something happens? It really makes no sense, but it's just the job of the egoic part of our mind. But we can make those changes, and we certainly can make further decisions to not allow that to happen anymore. And we can have a lot better, quality of life at the end of the day, because there's plenty of things as adults that we all know we have to do that we don't like to. So hopefully that gets you motivated, inspired, and just, again, empowered, that you can think about things and feel about things, whatever it is you decide, not just let those feelings or those thoughts come upon you that then wreak havoc on your life or stress you out or make you feel unmotivated. So go out there, you guys, and make those changes up here. And I promise you, you're going to be more happy and more motivated than ever. See you next Monday.